You have reached the Love You Divine Tarot channel. And you.
In trouble. When I posted it, when I put out my documentaries on it, they tried to sue my ass. They was like, oh, hell nah, he talk about us. No, we're not all mixed. Prove that we are all mixed. Please do. Prove it. My mother and father from this land. Their mothers and fathers are from this land. Their mothers and fathers from this land. Their mothers and fathers from this land. And their mothers and fathers from this land. And their mothers and fathers from... Prove that we all mixed, please. All mixed. Prove it. I'll wait for a little second. Genealogists are telling you, right? Scientists discover ancient Siberian population that is the ancestors of modern Native Americans. You the one that's mixed. You gonna learn today. There's no point in fighting with me about your history. I didn't write it. I didn't create it. I'm not out here downing your history. I'm out here telling you your history. They lied to you. And I also told you about the term native. Anybody could be native. Anybody. As soon as two Africans migrate to America and make a baby in America and have a child in America, birth a baby in America, that baby is not only African, but native to America. That's why you need to stop using that term. And I'm talking to my people. Y'all should not be using the term native because that's everybody included. Same thing with the term black. That's everybody included. That's not one group of people. That's all groups of people. Why you think they changed the term indigenous people to indigenous peoples? They want to add in more people. That's not supposed to be there. You seeing the pattern yet? It's right in front of you. And look, if you mixed, there's nothing wrong with being mixed. But that doesn't mean you know your whole story because it's mixed up. You got bits and pieces of the truth mixed up with a whole lot of lies. Just because you're mixed breed doesn't mean that your entire bloodline is. That's not how it works. Like if I was to turn around and marry a white woman, that doesn't mean my entire bloodline has white blood or whatever you want to call it. That's not a part of the bloodline. That person was just married in. Even if we was to have children, that still doesn't make the bloodline, the entire bloodline, mixed. What about my skin tone? What about it? My father's light skin and so is my mother. Well, my mother's brown skin. My father's light skin. What? I know her mother and father. I know his mother and father. What? And ain't no white in my family. So what you trying to say? If skin tone had something to do with it, in which it doesn't, because actually it's the problem now. You're referring to yourself by way of a skin tone that doesn't even exist. Nobody over here is black in skin tone. So why are we calling ourselves black people? I'm a lighter shade of the color brown. If we're going by way of color, yeah, I'm a lighter shade of the color brown. They could be lighter than me of the shade or the color brown. Then it could be darker. Look, brown, not black, brown, right? Not black, brown. So what's the point? For example, let's just say that I share the same facial features as an African. That doesn't make me an African because there are white people that share the same facial features as us, and that doesn't make them us. We can tell the difference. Yeah, that's what's crazy. When people out there immediately think light skin means mixed. That's not what that means. That's what they told you, but that was never proven. I went back generations of my family And I seen who was being married and or having children. I seen who it was. All we had was high yellows and dark skins and brown skins. That's a country term. When we say high yellow, that just means you a lighter brown. That's it. Now, if I had white in my blood, I would tell you. Or bloodline, I would tell you. But no, Caucasians are not that big of a race to be mixing with everybody.
Said happy birthday to you, number 11. Now what shall you do? You're gonna celebrate. You're gonna celebrate. I said happy birthday to you. And what shall you do? You're gonna celebrate. You're gonna celebrate. I heard somebody say it's gonna be sweet too. Man, happy birthday to you. I'm hearing a lot of bowing down, you know. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing to you. A lot of people appreciate you. They're honoring you. They're celebrating you. Oh my goodness. I'm seeing this through and through. Cancer, Pisces energy, the strong on the Cancer. Some of you guys almost walked away from them. But you guys, let me tell you what I see. I see a lot of you guys going to a brewery. My mouth, I want to say it clear. Brewery today. Doing some painting. And some of you guys are going to be identified by your painting or something of that thing. Or a lot of you guys are going to be identified with how you share with another person today. Something about your identity and how you share is going to be, magnetically traveling with you everywhere. And something about this Renaissance energy here for a lot of you guys. This Renaissance energy is something that is of secret, something as quiet as kept low-key, some type of Renaissance energy. And a lot of you guys, I'm seeing Fortune 500 here. So a lot of you guys are going to spend more than $500 on your birthday, or around $500 on your birthday. You're going to spend that much, or somebody's going to spend it on you tonight. And something about that Renaissance that's right. And it's going to be all secret. Okay, but be aware of those secrets in a big way, because I'm seeing, that they can be harmful, because of the agenda of secret. Okay, trust your intuition in every way. Like I said, a lot of you guys were realizing that you were getting ready to walk away from this Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy, but much to your surprise, you guys realize suddenly that you can have a good celebration with this person. A lot of you guys are like, oh, they fooled you. They may have fooled you today to make you want to walk away, just so they could, they gave you a surprise. So it's your surprise. Oh, snap. I'm talking too much. You guys, that's what happened when we do this right here. So I see a surprise birthday party for some of you guys. And you go almost walk away, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to just leave them alone so they can surprise you. Oh my goodness. You guys are looking so good to people. You look like you got it all together. A lot of you guys have mastered oneself. Okay. And it is almost like it looks like it's so unfair. It's an unfair way. Somebody want to punish you because they feel like you dishonest and loyal. That's how you got to be who you are, but that's not what you do. Right? You just stand on business and follow through, but they want to attach some other energy to you because it's so unfair how you look, out here. You guys are very you stand on your business, okay? A lot of you guys that has a platform is really strong and thriving and is victorious in that way. Yeah, a lot of you guys definitely you have a position or career, others of you, that you were ready to walk away from, but now it's like I said, you guys just stand on business, so it's doing very well and successful, and abundance is here, okay? I can't make it up. Some of you guys almost had the fear, that it wouldn't change or something of that nature. Some of you guys thought you were facing an injustice in some type of way, but like I said, you shocked everybody. A lot of you guys came back strong, okay? Yeah. So in the areas of love, I see a lot of you guys drinking in the brewery, having a good time. And I'm not supposed to say this because it was supposed to be a surprise. I'm guilty. And you guys are going to be paying and Picasso and stuff like that. But because it was a surprise, some of you guys forgot your ID. And you and that person have to share something because you don't have your ID, but that's okay because it's of, luxury and it's your birthday anyway. And plus it was a surprise. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so some of you guys have, some of you guys feel some type of way about that. Like you wish you would have had your, the surprise thing, you wish it wasn't that way, that you wish you would have had your identity is what I'm seeing here. So carry your identity today, you guys, because things are on the up and up in every which way. Something about the Renaissance, and I don't know, some of you guys may be going to a Fortune 5 hotel, Renaissance hotel, and having a good time, okay? Yeah, and some of you guys want to keep it a secret because it will hurt some people. Some of you guys know that it will hurt some people's feelings. Some people be all in their feelings. Yes, indeed. Yeah, because a lot of you guys are, now, a lot of you guys are master manifestors. I see you guys manifested yourself to be in your situation that you're in, and a lot of you guys really utilize your knowledge. So a lot of you guys are, like I said, standing on business. I can't make it up. Saturdays, for some reason, seem like it's your good day here. A lot of you guys, Saturday on the 11th is a good day for you guys. If the Saturday falls on the 11th, it's a beautiful day for you guys, okay? And a lot of you guys, because you are number 11, you are master manifesting. You're heavily connected to the cosmos. So you guys will have to do X, Y, and Z to make you're naturally a manifester. This is what you guys do. The cosmos come to you. And then you guys accept the challenge because of your knowledge plus experience that equals wisdom. Because a lot of you guys came here like old souls. Some of you guys actually may remember 2 of your lifetimes or 3. Some of you guys may have those, what you call continuous back-to-back dreams that you had when you were growing up about that one thing, about that one thing, about that one thing. Some of you guys, it was a bridge, it was a cliff. Some of you guys, it was a balloon or something like that. Somewhere up in the air or something. Yeah. And you had those recurring dreams. That has a lot to do with who you were in a past life. Your past life energy rehashing itself some type of way through your subconscious, okay? That's what I see in a big way. A lot of you guys are feeling all wishy because of your surprise. Some of you guys think it was so wrong for them to do so. Yeah, you really want to get them for that. But it's no love lost. You guys are going to have a ball. You're going to celebrate. This is beautiful. But like I said, some hidden factors here. There's a hidden agenda here. So if there's somebody you guys don't want to be with, just know that the hidden agenda is you guys escaping somewhere. They really want you off to themselves. Okay. Yeah. So some of you guys, this may be like a kiss off. Somebody want to kiss off with you in some type of way, because a lot of you guys, those of you who the surprise does not resonate, that's okay, because some of you guys are, you're being lured into a kiss off in some type of way. Some of you guys know that, that this is what it is, and this is how you guys feel the same about this situation. But I'm seeing somebody want to do a kiss off with you behind scenes, and so get that information up front, you guys, because some of you guys may not know it's a kiss off. Maybe you guys think you're going to, be a one-on-one and two and equal two, but somebody's trying to do a kiss off with you is what I see. Is coming out, so clearly, that part. And it's an emotional time. It's, like I said, very shocking and unfair to you guys, especially if they don't say what their claim to fame is for you guys to realize, Okay. Others of you, some of you guys feel the same way, This is you guys feeling like, okay, well, you know what? This is it for me. You know what I mean? This is our kiss off. This is one last time and I'm gone. That part. So that's what I'm seeing. Somebody's taking a heart here. Yeah. But no matter what, you guys are very successful in the career. You come through with, flying colors. It was psychological warfare for a moment here. A couple of, foul injustices, like you guys pulling through from a car wreck. Some of you guys pulling through from some type of body injury, working in spite of, still trying to hold it down, and things of that nature. However, yeah, that part. But however, you guys still get to celebrate. You still get to elevate. And guess what? Great job. You still have mastered oneself, especially in the emotional area. A lot of you guys are, emotionally balanced, okay? And that is because of how forgiving you guys are in such a way. Some of you guys are very forgiving, okay? Yeah. But I see a lot of you guys are not staying home, that's for sure. You're not going to be one of them house bunnies in the house. Oh, you ain't going to be no house, no. No. You ain't going to be no house, no. Not today, okay? Yeah. So that is a beautiful thing. But I want to tell you guys before we get so deep that we can't recognize that you guys need to know that you are the most important key to this whole divine plan on this beautiful said divine planet Earth. That's what the higher realms told me to share with you guys, so you will much know your worth since birth. The higher realm said that word planet could be no other word than planet, so you would know that you are planned. The last two letters of that word planet is ET, and that is simply so you will know that you are planned until the end of time, or until the end of Earth timeline here, and keep that very clear. A lot of you guys need to know that, unbeknownst to you and much to your surprise, you have been living the ET life all of your life. Some of you guys have been a great ET friend, sister, or brother, or cousin, or aunt, or uncle, all your life, okay? And what I mean by that is E, executing low vibe energy, and T, transmuting it into high vibe energy. Something like that simple. For some of you guys, it's a lollipop back in the day, and not even back in the day. For some of you guys, it's like you had to handle this as an adult. For some children, I don't know if these are your children right now, but they're showing me some children, and I mean, it was just a simple lollipop thing that you guys had to make sure that they don't go at it with each other or something like that. Some type of animosity. Okay. I see why. Yeah, so some of you guys, this is a school situation where parents were involved and it was something else involved. Like, let me find out. Some type of candy strike is what I'm hearing. Some type of thing where they were arguing and bickering about who and how much was sold or how much was this, and it was going back and forth like who this belonged to, that prize or whatever. I don't know, I'm getting something like that was going on, and you guys really made sense out of it. Some of you guys came in and you became the equalizer. Yeah, you made sense out of nonsense. So in other words, you guys were there to E, execute low vibe energy, and T, transmuting into high vibe energy, because those parents were about to fight, you know what I'm saying, with all their might over some candy strike. Okay? Yeah, and you guys said, hold up, this is not gonna go down, not that way. Okay? Great job. So a lot of you guys are being commended from the higher realms, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? You guys have been doing a lot of work here. You guys are being commended, and that is hopefully clear, to you guys, that you're being commended, not only here, but in the higher realms, in the spiritual sphere. Let's make that clear. Yeah, because the higher realms want you guys to recognize that life is your soul's mission and it's not a competition. All right, even though you're going to have people wishing, no matter what, they're out there wishing. You got people in multi-dimensional levels of competition with you guys. Some people, you may run into that dressed up garbage can man that's always trying to see what he or she, it could be a dressed up garbage can man or woman trying to see what he or she can do, if they can. And I'm talking about dressed up garbage can, dressed to a T, with all the accentuations, ability, okay? Yeah. But they haven't worked on the inside. So you may see them, really messy, all right? Even though on the outside, they're dressy, okay? Yeah, so that person may be in a multi-dimensional level of competition with you guys. Like I said, they're always wishing because that's what they do. And it's somewhere written that they know not what they do. Man, and then you may run into this other one that's so peculiar. That one with that $500 hat on that 50-cent head. Always trying to equal the same amount of people that you had when you went to bed or something like that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Or equal amount of head. I don't know. These people are something else. Yeah, that one with that $500 hat on that 50-cent head. Exactly. It's like, what's going on between those two ears? He who have an ear, let him or her hear. So a lot of you guys may run into that one as you come and go, all right? And that last one is the one that's kind of, strange, all right? That one is the one that's always doing something strange for a peculiar piece of change too. That's the one with all those degrees more than a thermometer. But guess what? They always calling you, asking you, number 11, what do you think I should do? Yeah. Some of you guys are really, like I say, Saturday is your good day for a lot of you guys. Just remember that Saturday holds it's like your manifestation day, okay? Just to let you guys know. A lot of you guys are bombarded with Saturday challenges, and you are a manifester, so you're able to accept those challenges and turn them into, so a lot of you guys turn that pain into power, you know? So that's great. A lot of you guys need to recognize also that the acronym for pain is PAIN. Pay attention to inside now. And I believe a lot of you guys are doing it, but you're not knowing you're doing it in that way. So great job. A lot of you guys are that person who turned that pain into power. Okay, that's why you look like that lotus flower. I'm telling you, you guys are very successful. The higher realms want you guys to also know that along your soul's mission, the higher realms have incorporated something inside of you. It is called your intuition. The higher realms say, if you trust that intuition, you can begin to see without sight. Oh, yes, you can. People still scratching their head trying to figure out how the blind man and woman can really maneuver this whole world, day or night, and get it right. The higher realms said the higher realms did not stop there, so you better beware. The higher realms did not stop there. The higher realms keeps that beautiful intuition that's inside of you spiritually tethered to this beautiful thing called your GPS, your spiritual GPS, which is the gods or the guides or simply God pointing you to your next level of step of origin. And that next level of step of origin has a lot to do with the STEP, which is, you guys are here fully loaded. The STEP is that solution to every problem. You guys were born fully loaded, like a spiritual 9mm. Fully loaded with hollow points, but not knowing which way to shoot. And I'm talking gold 6-inch barrel. You know what I mean? And you guys were born that way. And the higher realms don't play. But it was one thing when the higher realms gave you guys the STEP, which is a solution to every problem. The funniest thing is, somehow humans didn't know who was the problem. They kept pointing the finger out that way. But everybody had to come and say, hey, when there's one finger pointing that way, there's 3 pointing back. And they had to get that little spiritual smack. And the higher realms said, well, wait a minute. Let them know what the problem is. Well, I'm here to tell you guys, please recognize that the problem is something that you create. Situations are things that happen. That's why every time you hear about a problem, it's always going to be a name attached. Hence, Houston, we have a problem. You hear me? And then, if there's a situation, you may hear something like, what had happened was, okay, yeah. So the higher realms want you to be aware of what a problem is in that way. Why? Because the higher realms want everybody to not be so high and mighty, okay? Because I tell everybody, no matter what, no matter way, I don't want to be so spiritually great that I can't be any earthly good, because I have to be some earthly good here, all right? Which means that I have to make this clear, all right? The enemy is just like the word says. It is enemy. No one can harm me more than I can harm me. No one has ever harmed me more than I have harmed me. Well, some of you guys are saying, why? Well, how about everywhere I go, I take me with me? And the higher realms want you guys to acknowledge the fact that no matter where ever you are at, you can always take a moment of silence and ask yourself, where do I lack? Am I the solution? And you have to listen real quiet, and hopefully you'll hear that voice say, hey, you're doing okay. That's why it's important for us to know and identify what is a problem. Because a lot of people really still going around pointing that finger out there. Just like you got them people running around talking about what came first, the chicken or the egg. And they don't really have a clue that it was the thought. And that thought lies within you. That's why you got to be mindful of what you thinketh. It's not a game out here. It's the thought, right? Now, the higher realms is bringing this beautiful number in sight. You guys have that number, 211, the 211, the 211. Why I say 2? Because that is your birth month, February of 2. Yes, indeed. And when the higher realms speak, and also, you guys need to know that number 211 is your birthright number. It's like your rite of passage here on earth. Whew. Since birth. All right? That means you're going all the way through 2, and you're going through number 11. You see that number 11 look like a portal? Yeah, that's right. And some of you guys are going to be your loved one. Some of you guys are going to meet your loved one in this lifetime. And both of you guys are going through. All right? You're going to make it through. All right? So, you guys, this number 2, birthright of February, when the higher realms are speaking to you through that number 2 birthright, the higher realms are speaking to you directly, letting you know that you are highly favored. Okay? If you want to know in a big way, the higher realms say, just look in that mirror, you'll see everything on your body right today that equate of the number 2. You got 2 feet, 1, 2. You got 2 legs, yes you do. You got 2 arms, 1, 2. And you got 2 eyes, and they're both the same size, yes you do. So you guys have 2. You hear me? And the higher realms here, that speaks volumes, because the higher realms did that because you need to know that the higher realms highly favors you. And that number 2 says a lot of you guys are prayer warriors. A lot of you guys just love to pray. Some of you guys simply pray all day, right? Because of that birthright number 2. Now, for those who are in the back saying, no, I don't pray. That's okay, because anyway, as long as you're standing there breathing and you're standing there, just beware that you are a living prayer, okay? If you ever help somebody with no strings attached, just know you are a living prayer. Now, don't take for granted that people didn't sit around and pray for your mother and father to have a boy or girl or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Somebody prayed for you to be here. Now I'm talking to the ones in the back that say, oh, I don't pray. Well, I do declare, if you're breathing right there, you are in fact a living prayer. Did I stutter out on mother, give you some butter? That's all I'm saying. Now, the higher realms want you to be aware, beautiful, handsome, smart, powerful, number 2 birthright. The higher realms want you to know that as sure as it takes 2 hands to form a prayer, the higher realms said everything that you're praying for is already right there. Now keep in mind, it's right there. See, you wouldn't see it unless the higher realms place it in your visual to see. And guess what? You see it in the spiritual realm, but you did not see it materialize in the physical realm as of yet. But guess what? It's right there, because the higher realm say you shall beget. All right? As sure as it takes 2 hands to form a prayer, the higher realm said whatever you're praying for is right there. All right? So a lot of you guys need to know about your beautiful 1-1 birthright, okay? And the higher realms want you guys to know that the number 1 was never meant to be a number, first of all, okay? No, indeedy. In ancient times, the number one was never meant to be a number in any way. The number one, just as sure as you see two dots, the distance between two dots is one straight line. The higher realms want you to keep in mind that the number one was never meant to be a number ever in ancient time. Why? Because numbers are meant to be plural. Okay, numbers are meant to be plural. That number one represents God, the Alpha, the beginning. A lot of you guys need to know that you are alpha males and alpha female energies from the beginning, and you have that God-like energy inside of you guys that proclaim this powerful synergy. That's why you are successful. I can't make it up. All right. So that number one energy, it has a lot to do with that God-like energy. A lot of you guys have been recognized for giving good directions out to people. Some of you guys give that good direction, and people like, thank you, good looking, man. I appreciate that. You give some good direction. They don't know that's that G-O-D energy inside of the that good orderly direction, right? And some of you guys get so bogged down to the point where some of you guys are highly creative, right? Some of you guys are highly creative, and what sparks that creativity is that G-O-D energy, which is like, some of you guys are gifted with a gift of desperation. Some of you guys be sitting around, sometimes you be so desperate to do something, you be like, how can I fix this? How can I do that? You be like, and then all of a sudden, guess what? That gift of desperation sparks this whole new dimensional level of creation. You guys start being creative. So a lot of you guys are into the arts. That Picasso is real. Some of you guys are really, creatives. You do crocheting, you do knitting, you do all kinds of stuff like this. You create stuff is what I'm getting from you guys. But that's because of that G-O-D energy, which gives you guys that gift of desperation. Because you're like, no, I can't make this like this. I can't keep this like this. I have to fix it. I have to make this way. And stuff like that. It's so funny. Yeah, I can see you guys toying with that now, Yeah, but you guys also have that G-O-D energy that's inside of that gives you guys the reason that you don't sit around like, you've seen others sit around and, wallow in some depressed. A lot of you guys don't wallow in depression. A lot of you guys refuse to be in some mess like the energy of depressed. Why? Because you have that God-like energy, and that you guys choose gratitude over depression. That G-O-D energy is your selection. That's your go-to. And a lot of you guys grow through by not letting any grass grow under your feet. Some of you guys can't even sit still for a week. You can't sit still in the house for a week. Some of you guys just can't. You won't let that grass grow under your feet. A lot of you guys gotta have windows open in the house. You gotta have windows open in the car because of that G-O-D energy that takes you so far. It's that great outdoors. A lot of you love the great outdoors. That's why you don't let no grass grow up under your feet from that G-O-D energy. That alpha energy is a little bit tricky, only because you find yourself, not only recognizing that yourself is your wealth, however, that alpha energy, gives you a powerful, synergy that requires you guys to really take a real weight for your mate. A lot of you guys don't take anything straight off the street. A lot of you guys don't take anything straight off the street. You know what I mean? You really prefer to wait for that official mate. And that's one thing about that alpha energy that you equate. So some of you guys may find yourself, not in line with some of your peers that already got married before you, already found the love of their life and all that stuff, because you guys really honestly prefer to simmer and wait for that precise mate, because you guys feel that is your fate. And I see that is your rite of passage as well, because of that number 2 birthright as well. So you guys, let's add them up, okay? A lot of you guys, your total birthright number is 4. That's that 2 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4. So a lot of you guys may have come from a 4 household. Some of you guys may not know it's all 4, though. Things happen before we know. But the bottom line is, some of you guys come from 4 households. Some of you guys, okay, let me tell you about the birthright number 4. The higher realms want you to know that the number 4 is never to be ignored in the spiritual world, or the spiritual realm. Okay? The number 4 is never to be ignored in the spiritual world or the spiritual realm. It means that the angels are sending you everything that you need from 4 corners of the earth, 4 elements of the earth, 4 seasons of the earth, even down to 4 legs on the table. The higher realms even sent you guys a 4-legged emotional pet just to keep you guys spiritually secure and grounded and stable. The higher realms don't play with you guys. A lot of you guys need to recognize, because of that 4 birthright energy, a lot of you guys can choose to manifest using all of these elements. You don't have to go the typical route, like get a cake and a candle and light the candle up and blow the candle out and make a wish, because that's the air sign when you blow, and that's the fire sign when you light the candle. Those are 2 elements. You guys can use all 4. You can use air, fire, water, earth. You guys can use it all, okay? Yeah, because of your birthright energy, and you still will manifest. That's what got you guys this far. I don't know if you guys know you've been using these things. So some of you guys have been using all 4. And it's not by circumstance, accident, or coincidence that you guys always have to have 4 wheels or have 4 wheels. Say, like, if your car don't work, or if you know something, somebody gonna call you and be like, yo, you need a ride there, because of this birthright blessed energy of 4. The higher realm blesses you of 4. Okay? I can't make it up. You guys are simply attracted to 4-letter names and don't know why. Some of you guys give out 4-letter nicknames and don't know why. Don't even know why you named your pet 4 letters and stuff like that. A lot of you guys are resonating with the number 4. And that's powerful, because it's your birthright and it means that much more. So, and you guys are protected. Some of you guys are you're going to run into somebody that you already blocked, stopped, and didn't play about. And you kind of isolated yourself from just to get some peace. And they are really lusting for you guys. And they hope you haven't burned bridges with them. Archangel Michael is here to, kind of protect you from that person and prevent any harm from coming towards you guys, because this person should be exhausted by now, because they don't get it. They like the Washington Post right now, because you sure blocked them. You put a block on them, you hear me? And some of you, yeah, but they refuse to, I hear the song, but I refuse to let you go. Oh my God, oh my God. They saying they if they have to beg. Oh my God. I'm hearing that. Please don't leave me. Oh my God. They saying if they have to beg. Wow. So that's what you guys are running into today. So just to let you guys know. However, Archangel Michael got you guys. This person is pretty serious. They're pretty lustied up for you guys. Yeah, but Archangel Michael got your peace and got you, protected with divine protection. You guys are, healing and continual healing processes. You guys are healing from, old past, addictions, whether it's whatever type of addictions. Some of you guys you guys are trying to heal, anything that kept you in a vicious cycle type of addictions, whether you worry too much, whether you work too much, whether you play too much, whether you know what I mean. Some of you guys have some real heavy addictions. It could be drugs, alcohol for a lot of you guys. But the bottom line is you're not allowing that to, defocus you, okay? Because a lot of you guys do apply meditation. All right, I do see that. And it's crazy because this person from your past that you run into is coming up like a low vibe type of third party energy carrier. Okay. Yeah. That really don't want you to come up in any type of way. They just wanna hold you. They want you to be with them and never be free. And never stand for anything and fall for everything that they put down and never have any lessons learned and complete a deja vu cycle with them with nostalgia is what they want. I can't believe it, but that's what they're saying, which is crazy. They like, come with me and enjoy third party. No room for growth, period. No way to succeed. Anyway, that's what I'm getting. This is hilarious. I'm proud of you, number 11. A lot of you guys are really saying yes, to your serenity. And a lot of you guys are really working on not giving your power to people. Because a lot of you guys were people pleasing. And now it's like you guys have really pull back your power. Yeah. A lot of you guys recognize it's only one that has all power. Alright? And a lot of you guys have stopped giving all your power away and people pleasing with these people is what I see. Because a lot of you guys are very much realist in every way. Okay? Which means some of you guys realize that something or someone has to die in order for something or someone to live. And for you guys, it was a specific relationship, okay? And that had a lot to do with the wolf that you feed today. Because a lot of you guys were already on your north node. So what I'm seeing is, you guys know about that story with the wolf now. Yeah, the little boy sitting on the porch with his dad and his dad up there. And he just started hollering out of his mind, basically, on the front porch and saying, they always fighting inside of me. There's one good wolf that's so positive and uplifting and happy. And then there's another wolf inside of me, and he's so low vibe, pessimistic, and always angry and want to fight. And the father got quiet. And all this 8-year-old son heard was fight. So he's just waiting on edge to see who won the fight. And so he spoke up. He said, Dad, who won the fight? Who won the fight? And the father said, the one that I feed. So your situation is you guys saying yes to feeding yourself today. Because things are changing for you guys in a big way. A lot of you guys are going to get some news. It's a series of amazing things going to happen for you guys out of nowhere. I mean, it's just going to be happening after one, after the one, after the other. Yeah. A lot of things going to enrich your life and make it very rare. But it's already rare at this point, because of your special vibration and the vibrations you attract and the special events that you guys have attracted already, okay? Yeah. So everything is coming in like a real wind of change in that way for a lot of you guys. Because if that hasn't happened, it's going to happen now, okay? Yeah, so this is a great time for a lot of you guys to take advantage of your position in life. That's right, and conclude your work. You have already started radically strengthening your position. You are a blaze with inner strength and magnetic energy. Nothing can stop you guys right now. Okay, as you say yes to taking your power back. A lot of you guys really, refuse to be in lack. A lot of you guys really have, if you haven't seen it yet, a lot of you guys are debt free because you pay attention to your spending ability. You don't sit around and do some Lulu budgeting. A lot of you guys have already made the right decisions when it comes to putting your money here and making your money stretch. Okay, because a lot of you guys have a family and you suit up in that way. Okay. Yeah, a lot of you guys really work multiple jobs. Some of you guys work at home and work somewhere else. Okay, a lot of you guys behind scenes really know how to get the networking going. So I see a lot of you guys spending a lot of money. However, you're not, just letting it spend. You guys are taking account for it. So a lot of you guys are keeping up with your receipts and your spending. That's a great job. Yeah. Because a lot of you guys have that experience with money and accounting or something of that nature. So some of you guys have that numbers ability because that's the only way you guys can be debt free like you are. A lot of you guys, will be debt free and not having to worry about a budget because of all this energy that you've said yes to yourself, the wolf that you feed. Great job. And great seed, number 11. This is where we must part ways. If life lasts and death pass you, we'll see or hear me again. Until then, Paulay, peace be unto you, and within one.